the bass are spawning, baseball's starting, life is good, and then all of a sudden my teacher asked me this. My goodness, why you gotta do that to me? Life was so good before that. Solving exponential equations with unlike bases. That's a 4, that's a 2, that's a 4, that's a 2, that's a 4, that's a 2. Oh! Don't freak out. It's not as difficult as it looks. See that 4? Can I make it a 2? Is there a way to say 2 to the power of something to where this would really just be 4? 2 to the power of 2. Hey, there we go. And then we want that to be to the power of x. So all you need to do is look at this 4 and say, is there a way for me to make a base 2? Yes, because 2 squared, which is 2 times 2, makes a 4. So all we're showing in the parentheses here is a 4 that's unsimplified. It's like factored apart. Okay? To the power of x. So 4 to the power of x, this is showing the 4. That is now equivalent to 2 to the power of x minus 3. Well, one thing you need to understand is this. The power over power rule says when you have two exponents with one above another, we need to multiply these two parts together. So that 2 needs to multiply by that x. So what this is really showing is 2 to the power of 2x, which is equal to 2 to the power of x minus 3. Now this is where it starts to make sense, because if that's a 2 and that's a 2, these are the same base, meaning these exponents would have to be equal. Because if this is equal, this is equal to this, and the bases are the same, whatever those are, those must be the same. So we take our exponent and our exponent, and we just write them down as equal exponents. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does, because now all you have is an equation left to solve where we've got to move all of our x's to one side. Inverse operations, we're going to take away x, cancels, take away x. Now I'm left with 1x equals negative 3. So what this is telling me is the only way to make this true or accurate is if that was a negative 3 and that was a negative 3. Let's check it to make sure this is the answer you would give. Your teacher's going to give you credit for it, but let's prove that it's right. I don't like just being told that something's right. I like to be able to prove it. I'm a math guy. Okay, 4 to the negative third power is supposed to be equal to 2 to the negative third minus 3. Well, what do we know about negative exponents? Negative exponents basically just make numbers really small. So 4 to the negative third power is 1 over 4 to the third power. We should already know that if we're being asked to do something like this. We definitely should know what we do with negative exponents. And this is 2 to the negative 3 minus 3, which gives me 2 to the negative 6 power. And I'm going to adjust that. We can't have negative exponents. We know negative exponents need to move. So where does it move to? The bottom of a fraction. 2 to the 6 goes on the bottom with 1 on the top. Okay, we plugged in our answer. All we're doing over here is just checking to see if it's actually accurate. Does that answer work? And it should. 4 to the third power. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is going to give you 64. This is 1/64. Now, I hope I get 64 over here when I multiply 2 by itself 6 times. This is going to be 1 over, and then remember 2 to the 6th power is just 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Boom, 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 boom. Tricks to the trade. That makes a 4. That makes a 4. That makes a 4. 4 and 4 makes 16. 16 times 4 is going to make 64. Yes! Checks out. Life is good. We're ready to ace this. Study hard, and good luck on your upcoming test.